Hey everyone, it's Jason. As per the warning you just saw, this video will have content that might not be appropriate for everybody. Just a heads up. This is Master Gator. This is the Big Love Edition. There's a base game as well. I will show off this stuff that's a little bit different as well. But to start with, we're just going to kind of go through what the game is and everything. The idea of the game is by the creators of Happiness and Cyanind, which are this little fella here in the middle. They made other games such as Joking Hazard and Trial by Trolley. Usually it's a little bit of dark humor. So it's either dark humor because it'd be graphic, it could have sexual jokes in nature, or just disturbing things, such as this weird eye clown monster here. But yeah, so just a heads up before I start going through all the different cards and the content of this game, is there might be stuff that might be offensive, or you might not prefer or like. If that's your choice, you don't like it, cool. Just stop the video or leave now. Or if you see something you don't like, feel free to quit. That's cool. I'm not judging anybody. Whatever works for you. You like something, you do. You don't, you don't. So this game is meant for 3 to 6 players. This is not to be played with people under 18. So that is our big signal, because it's supposed to be a dating type game. Again, some of the concepts might not be. I'm not saying you couldn't play it with teenagers, but also realize, again, some of the humor might not be appropriate for them, or you might have to explain something. And this isn't even the dirty version. There is a dirtier, uncut version that you can get, which even has more graphic content, which I will unbox in a separate video. But it's part of what came in this set. So this set is going to come with a bunch of different cards and things. So it's going to have body cards. We're going to have body cards, and we're going to have head cards, which are the main 2 decks of the game. Then we're going to have the third type of card, which are interest cards. Those are the three components of the game. That's it. The other stuff that's going to come, and that's the base game stuff. The Big Love Edition is also going to come with some additional head cards, some pins, a deck for the uncut version, and some dating hazard cards for Joking Hazard, which I will open up these in a separate video. So we're just going to focus on what would be, in part 1 here, what would be in the base game. So what is Master Gator? Which, of course, in itself is a dirty joke. The game itself is fairly simple. It is very quick, especially if you've played other types of games like this. So what you are doing is, how to win at love. To become the Master Gator, you must collect 5 total interest cards, including at least 1 from each category: love, flame, and spark. So we have our interest cards, which will have the little heart on the back. On the front side, they'll have either a heart, which will be pink, a spark, which will be blue, or a flame, which will be red. So they're very easy to visually tell, but the back sides will all be the same. So when you're shuffling the deck, you won't know. So as to begin the game, setup is place a head, body, and interest cards face down in 3 different draw piles. Now, there are a lot of cards, so if you have multiple players, you might want to, maybe spread the decks out a little bit, or maybe even starting off the game, maybe like half of each deck, because the body pile is this thick. So it's a lot of cards to have, especially like for me, because I'm going to sleeve all these, which is going to make them bigger and a little bit slippery. Then the interest cards. So this is just the love. And then there's two more for each of there's 1 more for each of the other ones. So there's 3 decks of this size. And since you have to mix all these together, you shuffle all the interest together, you're not going to want to have a giant stack that's like, half a foot tall. So you might want to end up having separate little piles, or maybe shuffle everything together, then maybe put some back in the box, only play some at a time, and pull them out if you need to. So each player should draw 3 heads and 3 bodies, keeping them visible to themselves. Decide who will be your first sexy single, based on whoever has the longest fingers, or you can just pick anyone, doesn't matter. Everyone who's not the sexy single is a gator. So the gameplay is fairly simple. The sexy single kicks off a round by flipping the top 3 interest cards off the draw pile, reading each one aloud. So here they had 3 different ones, but you could end up getting multiple of the same unless you decide to, unless you decide, it doesn't really specify here, but unless you keep like 1 interest pile per separate, and then you're always flipping over 1 of each type, which is something you could also do. So you could have a flame, a spark, and a love pile, and you could always have 3 separate piles and always draw 1 from each. So you get a lot more variation every time. That is a possibility as well. Doesn't really state it that way. And then it says, okay, and then read them aloud where gators can see them. And now it's up to the gators to pander, or cater to the interest of all the sexes single by creating the perfect match for all or at least some of those 3 interests. Gators should combine the head and body to create the ideal partner for the sexes single and come up with a compelling or insane reason that should they choose them. Gators should keep their head and body face down until everyone is finished creating their potential date. Then, one at a time, moving clockwise from the sexes single, each gator reveals their character, then shamelessly argues their case, no matter how weird they have to get. And then scoring. Once the sexes single is seen and heard from all the gators, they'll distribute those 3 interest points one at a time. Whoever best matches that particular interest, the points can go to one person or to different people. It's entirely up to the sexes single. Gators should keep their point cards face down to keep their progress a secret. Everybody discards their used cards, draws back up to the 3 heads and bodies, and then the sexes single passes to the next player on the left, and it continues until someone wins. And then to win, is I kind of glossed over this, you need to have 5 total interest cards, but 1 from each group. So if you have everything shuffled together, it's very possible you might not draw like a flame super often. So getting that flame might be very important. If you always draw 1 from each deck, then there's always new one available, which I might just make the game go quicker. I've consistently found in games like this, or Cards Against Humanity, or Joking Hazard, or any of these types of quick, like, I play this, someone's a judge type character. I don't ever play until this actually tells me to end. We usually play until either we run out of the deck, or we play for like a half hour, or a time limit, or we get tired, or like whenever we're getting ready to play the next game, like we just play until we're done. And that's usually, I think, the best way to play. Like, even if you half all these decks and you're like, okay, we're gonna play through half of each deck, it's definitely something you could do, and then especially if they make more expansions. Yeah, so like an example here is just they have like the interests are: I need someone who will literally marry me today. A fun fact about me: I need immediate medical attention, and I'm interested in starting a cult. So the person picked a Bigfoot bank robber. Now they have to explain why a Bigfoot bank robber could help them on one, or if not all, of those different aspects. Now you don't have to try and, again, make every single one fit. This guy could be like a Bigfoot bank robber. He's like, I can be perfect for starting a medical attention because I will go rob a bank. Or I'm already part of a cult. But maybe he has nothing to do with the first one. So it might depend on what you need for points, or what you have, or maybe just what you have in your hand. Sometimes you're going to have a throwaway hand. That happens. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through all of these cards. This is going to take a little bit, because there's a big stack. These are your body cards. So we're going to start with our head. That's our head cards. These are our body cards. And again, they're different colors, which makes that really nice. Let's see if I can adjust my camera again. I thought I had it adjusted better. Let's see if I put it over here. Try and get that glare off of there a bit. So I wanted to do was just kind of flip through them all very quickly. And then we have the interests. Sorry for the prep here. I thought I had this set up better. I guess I didn't. Alright, 1 sec. Alright, there's a better setup so we can go through. To save my voice, I am not going to read off all of the interest cards. What I'm going to do is we will look at it around like this, and then I might read off some here or there if they sound pretty funny or interesting. But I'm not going to read every single one because there's a ton stacking. I would like to have a voice by the end of this video. But I'll read off the other cards, and then I'll kind of flip them all off, and we'll see what the next ones are. So we're going to start off with an evil doomsday prepper. Is one example, who is like hiring an entertainer for my son's 5th birthday. I only go out at night, and I can ride around on someone who I can ride around on town. So this guy might not fit the best for the bottom one, but you can maybe be like, I only go at night. Yeah, he's an evil doomsday prepper. He's probably only going out at night. This is a perfect fit for that character. And hiring entertainment for my son's 5th birthday, you have to be very creative to get that one to work. But maybe you're just like, hey, I'm going to get the one and that's it. Alright, so let's see what we got next. We have an eyeball dweeb. Who owns one banana. Some funny ones there. Alright, we just want to kind of keep going here, otherwise we're going to be at this forever. A princess escape artist. And I'm already mixing all of these up because I'm not paying attention. We have a fast rodent, which is clearly a reference to like Sonic the Hedgehog. Who's also an eye stabber. Who will destroy everything I love. I don't have much time left. Hey, a speedster who's going to destroy everything. I don't know if he's going to have that act of heroism, but maybe. A fish family man. Fun fact about me, I am a sandwich. Help me, hide your body right now. We have the potty mouth farmer. I am interested in guns. Fly feral. So like a savage type character guy who lived out in the jungle. Who probably does have a tragic backstory. The food critic firefighter. Who's making bad decisions. There we go. And I remember these are the things the Dake is looking for, not necessarily like the attributes for the character. We have Frankenstein's monster, who's also a fish. So now you can see, like, before we had the fish head. So there are going to watch, sometimes might be a full body. Not going to be guaranteed there's always going to be a full body for every character type. As I'm just pulling these right out of the box, so I haven't, like, sorted through these. We have the frat bro fisherman, who would love to do crime with you. We have the furry fitness freak. That's actually creepy. I kick in my sleep really hard a lot. Ooh. There we have the other half of the furry, but he's with an evil robot. A furry who's not interested in anything sexual. We have a god genie. You know, there's a good combination. Who probably can cure you of your many diseases. But he's probably not really good at the other helping with the other two as much. We have a goth ghost. It's a good combination. The perfect hair goth. So these are just like one or two cards off. Who loves eating garbage. It's funny. The Burger Grim Reaper. I love Burger Grim Reaper. It's my new favorite character. Who's good with kids? Yeah, probably. He'd be helpful with your kids. Being swallowed whole, very possibly. We have a headless man holding a gun. He should have shot first, I guess. A hot elf, hot dog. I'm trying not to laugh at these, sorry. Listening to sad music in the dark. always eating nudist. This nudist also has breasts, which is kind of funny. We have Jesus. We had God. Now we have Jesus. Jesus in a bird nest. He's that's where he's been hiding before the second coming. We have a knight in a boat. Really believes in magic. Knight probably does. Interested in inconceivable horrors. We have a leprechaun in a tub who will mansplain things to me. We have a long-tongued kangaroo. Can kill grandma, but make it look natural. Second room, I haven't bathed in 3 weeks. Probably wouldn't work very well with our previous one where you're in a tub. But there we go. A mad scientist kidnapper. That sounds about right. Who is really good at hiding. Likes pain. Yep. A majestic eagle with fancy pants. Medusa with a Medusa wine mom. Yeah, I think if Medusa was a standard character, she would be a wine mom. That sounds about right. A mime who lives in a trash can. A monkey, lobster. You know, your favorite zoo animal. My hands are always sticky. The movie murderer magical fairy. Brought to you by Disney. Disney Plus's new Scream 8. We have Mr. Cool, Bird-Legged. Who he could be a sidekick. I don't know what your abilities are. Might be good at climbing trees. Neckbeard, Mayor. I like holes. It's extremely ugly so we can have gross kids. That probably fits a neck-bearded character very well. We have the nerdy flying British nanny. Help me evade the law. And loves surprises. The ninja mermaid. The ninja mermaid. The nocturnal mammal hero. Microscopic guy. Batman is kind of funny. The art of deception. There we go. We have a nun. The most perfect butt. It's soft and squishy to the touch. Some of these just line up perfectly. Like, I didn't plan any of these. This guy is on fire while pregnant. That's probably not bad, but they do like to live dangerously. So there we go. Only hair mummy. The only hair mummy. Who loves Halloween. Yep, that works perfectly there. And dead things. The orca. Oh, I keep knocking my piles over. Sorry. The orca ninja. Is close to dying for reasons. The pilot with no bones. Might get hot moms, but that's kind of a scary thought. The pirate nurse. The possessed owns a banana. Owns one banana. Can cook a good meal, maybe. The puking jetpack owner. Oh. Thinks I'm a bat. Cool. The puppet frog. The Kermit. Who's a person of faith. Oh, I wish I could do a Kermit voice right now. I can't. I'm not even going to try. I'm laughing too hard. I am haunted by a 200-year-old ghost child. We have the rabbit photographer. The trucker plumber. And we dropped one here, so we have Rapunzel postman. Kind of opposites there. She loves nap, has big old chompers. She might, you can't see her through all her hair. She might like some big old chompers. The reptilian prisoner has nice hair. Well, you know, cool. They might. They don't really have nice hair, but, you know, argue that. The friendly robot prom queen. Copyright infringement. I'm tripping balls right now. I'm freaking out. The rock with googly eyes. Psychic. We'll have lots of babies with me. And I'm a sentient can of beans and a googly-eyed rock. That's a perfect combination. The royal punching a guy. Who will rob a grave with me tonight? Probably. Definitely funny. Santa, oh boy, Santa puppet. A Santa puppet. I have a head in my freezer. Don't tell anyone. Oh boy. A sentient gun pyromaniac. That's not a good combination. I am a coral reef. Please protect me. The shoemaking elf rat. Shirk robot. Like getting away with thing. It's me, Mark Zuckerberg, the Facebook guy. Singer scarecrow. Since the world has too many trees. The skull-headed seahorse. Maybe. Maybe they keep fit. Interested in chaos. The sleazy sailman, secret agent. Snorkeling farter. Oh. That's why his head's above the water, right? We have the social media star. Shapeshifter. I don't believe in pants and likes oversharing. Yep, it's probably true. This card keeps sliding off. The suburban mom. Skeleton. I run a fight club. Who wins at all costs. Yeah, there we go. Survivalist. Snake. I haven't eaten in 3 days. A sweet old granny soldier who's kind of a loner. Interested in free stuff. Sword swallower, space wizard. Be a unique dining experience. The billionaire CEO spider looks down on others. Yes, they do. They are not interested in helping others, though. The actual moon sports player. The thief. Invisible. Here we go. Invisible thief. Who is an organ donor. Yeah, just might not be your organs. Or their organs. We have a tinfoil hatted standing on someone's head. Getting a new kidney. Tiny Face. Superhero. It's my favorite superhero. Tiny Face superhero. Who's, fun fact about me, I'm seeking a villain. Me too. Alright. Tough guy. Survivalist. Why did it have to be snakes? A tree teacher. Interested in getting a higher education. Why wouldn't a tree be perfect for that? I mean a teacher. I meant to say teacher. A TV painter, Bob Ross, threatening a baby. Who can make your wishes come true? If you're, yeah. Ugly time traveler. I just love a great big smile. The unicorn actual tornado. A vampire. Amazon warrior. I need help staying hydrated. Van Gogh. Always online. Very sleepy President of the United States. We have a Viking, very tall person. Creates fires where there shouldn't be fires. Gas mask wearing vampire. I need someone who can jump over my head. I can only communicate through screaming. A werewolf. Witch. I need someone who tastes delicious. People are always trying to poison me. We got the witch with a wizard. And there we have the wizard wrestler. Might be like one off for all the rest of these. That'd be kind of funny. Mother Nature angel. Who can remove my head. Emo anime pillow. Oh, that's finding my father's killer. A zombie ant. You know, in case you're worried about them zombie ants. An angel astronaut. A talking car award-winning actor. I just need someone to watch my kids for a minute. An anime fighter baker with a pie. I made a deal for eternal life and I regret it. Sexiest man alive ballerina. Free cosmic surgery. Bad breath bank robber. I'm perpetuating my werewolf form and a danger to others. A banana barbarian. Makes me look good by comparison. A big-brained barf shirt. I love loud walks. Big-lipped beaten up. Bigfoot. Big winner. I look like a Disney character. Bird impersonator bomber. Isn't afraid to make a bold fashion statement. You know, bomber's a bold fashion statement. The bully boxer. Those are interested in bad boys. They like to have their hair pulled and creeps out my friends. That probably fits all three categories. Chain smoker, bully. The chef, centaur. the Chicken Champion. I think we're going to have more character cards than we have interests. The Contagious Clown. Covered in Butter Contortionist. I think I must have grabbed one, there's one extra blue where I messed up somewhere, which is very possible. So we'll just flip this one over. We'll go through, I have a Creepy Doll Cop. Cthulhu Cow. Cthulhu. A Dead Cowboy. A Detective Cat Lady. Dinosaur Crossing Guard. The Dog Cupid. The Dragon being eaten by a shark. The Elephant currently dying. The Shark digging a hole. The Flaming Pumpkin Head Dirt Pour. The Happy Sun Dog Lover. The Trunk Planet Sized. The Alien Full Human Skin Full of Bees. That's creepy. The All Eyes Taco on a Unicycle Juggling Chainsaws. And our final one are All Modes Actively Performing Surgery. That's not safe. Alright, so that is what we have. That is the base game content for Master Gator. I will do a part 2 video where I go over the rest of the stuff from the Big Love Edition, which is all the expansions and extra stuff. So if you only bought the base game, this is what you're going to get. Definitely a fun, quick game. You'll have fun with it. Goof around. Make your own rules. Play as long as you want. You know, that type of stuff. I would also you could also recommend, if you like, is maybe the Gator, instead of just drawing the top 3 cards of the decks. Like I said, you have one pile of each, you always get one of each, or if you shuffle them all together, maybe let them pick out like 6 cards each turn, then they get to choose which of the 3 they want to place down. Now, that could be fun because it gives you a lot more options. They could pick stuff that, you know, they might find funnier or they want to see. But it also is going to lengthen the time of the game, because if someone has to sit there and read through 6 cards to pick them out, it's just going to add a little bit extra time to the game. Alright, so that's what I got for this part 1. Check you guys out in part 2. See you there. Bye.